going on, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Morphles Morphs. We're supposed to have Austin on tonight. I don't know where he's at yet, so I just figured I'll get the show started. We'll give him a couple minutes, and if he doesn't show up, I'll just throw a link out there, and maybe one of you guys will jump on here and join me, so that way I don't have to talk by myself the whole night, because that would get boring. Definitely could not do that for 3 hours. Might be able to do it for an hour, hour and a half. Who knows? We might have an early night tonight, folks. Yeah, if we have an early night, is what it is, because I'm gonna go watch House of the Dragon. I'm just loving that. I don't know if anybody else is watching that, but I'm absolutely loving House of the Dragon. Never mind. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of go through here, say hi to everybody. Hopefully, Austin did not forget. I mean, I tagged him. I've been in contact with him, so hopefully he didn't forget. But it's possible. We all get busy with life, and it is what it is. But we'll see. So, Bosa, Kike, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Derek, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Diego, what's going on? Let's see here. Tammy, thanks for tuning in tonight. Yes, everybody, hit that thumbs up button. Even if Austin doesn't show up, hit that thumbs up for me. Please, please. Stephen and Courtney, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. Mako Morph, thanks for tuning in. Mark, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in tonight. And awesome Exantic babies you hatched out there, dude. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Clint, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. PCF, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Jared, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Phil, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Phil, you can always hop on here with me tonight. You'd be an awesome backup here. No pressure. maybe Canadian time's a little bit different than U.S. time here. Nicole, what's going on? Says thanks for tuning in tonight. Yeah. So, all right. I don't know where Austin's at. I do apologize. I guess the show must go on. Hopefully, someone will hop in here with me. Let me throw the link out there. Phil, no pressure, dude, but you should really, really hit this link and join me, dude. Hold on here. You should really do this, Phil. Dominique, what's going on? John, what's going on? John, you click the link and join me too, dude. Somebody click the link and join me. Let's talk snakes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Austin. I was really looking forward to tonight. I even had some really killer topics too. I even came up with better topics than what I had last time. I originally was going to go through what I had left from last time, but I thought, now we're going to try to hit some new topics, plus cover some good topics from before as well. And yeah, I get it is what it is. I keep hoping that he'll hit my phone up here and be like, "Hey, yo, I'm coming. Sorry," but no such luck. Uniquely mutated Morse, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Well, while we wait for see if anybody hops in here with us tonight, otherwise you guys are gonna have to listen to me jib jab all night long. Look at Xena. Here, you know what? Since she's out and about, here, I'm gonna try to do this and not screw things up. The beauties of having look at that beautiful girl. nice. You're probably 2 more. Sweet. Is it Jared or Gerard? There's some reason I want to say it's Gerard Lang. I don't know. I apologize for butchering that. But congrats on getting 2 more. Does anybody want to join me? Phil, you know you want to, dude. You know you. Hey, I didn't turn on my darn sign. What am I thinking? I'm dropping the ball. Look at that. Look at that. Let me get my. There we go. Somebody join me. Creative, what's going on? Rob, what's going on? Kent, what's up, bro? Just so everybody that's just coming in, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for me. Even though I think Austin forgot about me. I don't know where he is at. I sent him a few messages and nothing back yet. Ed, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in. Cartafega, what's going on? More Forge, what's up? Where's Danny? Danny my best guess is Danny's probably at home sleeping or unpacking a bunch of snakes from Repticon. Him and Nathan and a bunch of the guys in our group were at Repticon there in Baltimore, Maryland. So my guess is that they're putting stuff away. Yep. John's same boat. He said he'd love to, but just got back from Repticon. Kai, what's up, dude? Kai, you can jump in here with me too, bro. I think Austin, like I said before, is I think Austin forgot. Even though, I tagged him and everything, it's not like this was a surprise, but is what it is, I guess. 843, what's going on? I'll drop the link again for anybody. I don't want to bore you guys all tonight. Just, Wait, why didn't that post? All right, let's do this. Wake him up. Yeah. Danny keeps everything interesting. That's for darn sure. He might be on it. He might be getting very, very hydrated. You never know. Adam, what's going on, dude? That was a great live you and Kent had going on today. Kent as well. Great live with Adam. Always enjoy watching it before my live. I really got sucked into it, and I looked at my phone. I thought, oh shoot, I got 10 minutes that I got to be on for my show. So yeah, I got really sucked in here. Let me know if anybody hears a cricket through this, because I've got a cricket really aggravating me somewhere in the room, and it's back. I don't know where. It's somewhere. But let me know if you guys hear a cricket noise. Stephen, Courtney, you're back. I need people to join me, darn it. Here, hold on. I'm going to do this again once. So you guys hear the cricket too? Because it is really driving me nuts. Every time I go to a certain, I think it's that back corner, it stops. But then I get away from it and it starts back up. So I don't know what the ordeal is. I greatly apologize. Rob, all right. I will touch base until some people join in. Throw comments in there and let me know. We can talk about anything. Rob, Andor, all right. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Andor it's the first series that I have not been overly over the moon about having on. I've watched, The Mandalorians, Boba Fett, all that stuff, and they've been great. But it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just a really slow drag. But all right, now we're getting some people in here. All right, really slow.
Oh yeah.
Echo. But anyway, Andor's been like a really slow start, I think, for me, and it was so slow that it's kind of got. I don't know. I think they need to have a. I don't know. I love Star Wars so much, and it hurts me to say it, but I'm just not into this one yet. I hate to say it. Kike, thank you so much, dude. I greatly appreciate it. Everybody, in case nobody knows, all the super chats and super stickers, and I think that's all that there is. Super chats and super stickers. All that stuff goes to my ultrasound fund for now. And after I finally get to that point where I can purchase an ultrasound, it's going to go to feeding the snakes. But thank you, Kike, for going towards the ultrasound fund, dude. I greatly appreciate it.
How far are you from the ultrasound?
I don't even have my first paycheck yet from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
No.
My guess is, I think the last time I looked, I'm probably close to maybe about 200 roughly
Nice.
towards it. So I mean, it's going to be a slow grind towards it. But it is what it is.
But yeah, have you? So we had jumped on and then we had jumped off as we were coming in and putting Ellie down and whatnot. But what did we miss? Is Austin just like coming in late or?
I have not gotten any messages or anything from Austin, so it's just going to be we're going to all hang out and we can talk shop basically. Ken, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in.
What's going on, the fire thing?
What's going on? You having all the fun?
Any messages or anything? Say 843, you're not building cars this time.
No, I'm at home today.
I actually, after watching you do that, the next day at work, I actually did see one of those new postal vans. That was kind of neat to see. It's like, hey, I know where that came from.
Yeah, there's a mad shipment of those things going out every day, and I don't know where they're going at, but there's truckloads of those things. We got a whole 10-acre lot full of them things.
Oh wow!
So how'd your guys' seasons going?
Clutch 3 for me is in the tub shedding or
Okay.
about to shed. I did hit one absolutely out of this world female out of it. I wanted it to actually be a male, but it ended up being a female, so it just secures its place here for a little bit longer. But now it got me to the point where I'm just gonna have to go out and buy a male combo clown for the Bruce Wayne female that I have for my Batman project. But I can't argue with that, I guess.
Yeah, get it. What about you, 843? How's your season going?
I've had two. Did I mute you guys?
No,
Nope.
we can hear you.
No,
Okay.
I just popped
I
in.
had two clutches.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
thank
did
you.
mute it.
You
I
had
had
two
two clutches. One was a bamboo to pied pairing, and the other was a Super Russo to a banana lesser. Y'all excuse me, I'm trying to hook my camera up.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hey, Steven, congrats on that sunset clutch, man.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
dude.
We were
Yes.
so stoked. But that clutch has been really interesting because the male is we bought the male from Brock as a sunset, just single gene sunset, but visual sunset. And he's the one that's like in all of our videos and stuff that we do. He looks amazing, like really, really bright. His colors have held up a lot, and we've talked with Brad and Brock about the possibility of him being vanilla. So that's one thing, but we weren't sure we were gonna see his babies and kind of figure that out. The female we got her from somebody who bought her from Brock, and she is just a normal het sunset. She has a little bit of a reduced pattern, but again, just she looks like a normal kind of thing with a clean reduced pattern. So we hatched out that clutch, and I don't know if you guys saw, I'm assuming you saw the picture and all that stuff. There is one that is way brighter, significantly brighter, to the point that everybody that we've put, they're like, is there another incomplete dominant gene? What's going on with it? Cusco, he thinks that it's inchy.
I read his comment in his voice, and he liked it, so
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm
But yeah,
kind of happy to have that interaction with him. Though he did comment on my first YouTube video that I ever did, and he grilled me on it. So
I mean, he's a nice guy. I like him a lot. He's super
Cup Chris is
cool.
awesome.
But yeah, so Brad thinks that it looks like the vanillas he's hatched out. They haven't shed yet, so we're gonna wait for them to shed and then look at it. But so the thing for the male is if it's vanilla, it's gonna come from the male. And the male, we have had a clutch of double het, him, sunset to a clown, so all normals, double het, sunset, clown. We've had him. There's 9 eggs, 9 babies from that one. There is him to an ultra male, 10 babies in that one, all like normal snakes, double het, sunset, ultra male. And I wouldn't say that there's any of those babies between those two that I would say are like, yeah, that's a vanilla. Like that's definitely a vanilla. He's a vanilla. So that makes me think that he's not a vanilla and just a really good example of sunset. But the sunset to het sunset clutch, then it comes down to like, all right, well, if it's not the male, what about the female? Is it possible that she's not a normal? And like looking at her with the reduction in pattern and stuff, what we're now wondering is, because we bought her from somebody who bought her from Brock, so we didn't know what her pairing was. We're wondering if she's like a low expression kind of inchy, like not a super good looking inchy on her own, but that's what's doing it. So we don't actually know right now. We're gonna hold them back so it doesn't matter, but it's not like we're selling that one.
Lapo, breed and find out.
Yeah. So
843. What's your real name, dude? I feel bad for not knowing it.
Ron.
Ron? Okay.
It
All
says
right.
it right
I
there.
remember that. 'Cause I will be the first to admit I suck at remembering names. So you'll probably have to remind me like 3 different times.
No problem. I'm bad with names myself.
So it literally, especially in the chat, I have a hard time remembering everybody's name unless I'm in constant contact with them. So whenever they put like the little parenthesis things with their actual name there, it helps me out so much.
I still haven't figured out how to do that in like on my when I'm in the comments to make it so it's like proper Kent
Yeah, I don't
without
know.
changing my channel name.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know how you actually do that.
So how's your season going, Kent?
Well, it's really good. For my one clutch that I've hatched out. So I mean, the pairing was a champagne pastel, possible het lavender to a normal 100% het pine, and Jeremy has heard me talk about this ad nauseum. And Adam heard me talk about it earlier today. So I hit a champagne pastel, 2 champagnes, a pastel, and a champagne 100% het pine. So prove mom out. So yeah, that was awesome. And I have a possible bell clutch.
Adam.
Ready for relay, I think. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Pretty good first year. I hit the odds exponentially in that first clutch for no normals.
That's awesome.
And I'm still like in my live mode of trying to click on people to put the chat up on the screen.
You don't control it anymore, Kent.
I went to click on Phil's comment and I can't.
You mean that one? I liked the
Lady
way
Tiss.
Chris. I like the way Chris had said it. I guess in the chat last night, or maybe it was the night before. I
Send a
forget.
different picture.
But he's like, Ken, can you at least, if you're gonna keep posting a picture, can you at least change the picture? It was so funny. Shoot.
Well, shout out to him. I'm wearing the shirt.
Oh, yeah. Chris's shirt's comfy. I'm looking for it. Nicole, I think, is sending me a shirt here, so I'm anxious to get that because I like her logo. She's got a really nice logo.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rock that shirt when it comes here.
Adam friend, how have you been?
Good, Steven, man. I'm good. I know everybody said it, but congrats on the sunsets, man. We're all little part of us are just like,
I'm stoked with it.
good for him, but I want it. No, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you, and I know you know. I don't think most people have no reason to know, but the very first time I met you was the day that you bought that little sunset in
the leopard yellow belly, which at the time we thought was a leopard. Like,
yeah, in Daytona, man. It was really cool to see all the excitement the day you picked that. And that's probably the most expensive snake I ever have held. And I think he even let my son hold it. And I remember telling my son, if that snake bites you, just take it like a man. You cannot fling that snake across this room.
I'm stoked for those sunsets, and they're both females. So
cool, man.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
that makes running back even easier.
Yeah, it's a long run though. You don't get the quick gratification of flipping them back around as fast.
Yeah,
That
we
is
did
true.
actually. We're just now starting to think of our pairings for like we have like an idea of what we want to do for 2023, but like we can see how many females are like up to size and stuff like that, and like we pair based off of the ultrasound anyway, so that changes things. But I think this year we are going to have up to size. I don't know if they're all going to go like kind of thing. We'll just see on the ultrasound, but we're going to have our het sunset girl, super banana sunset, leopard yellow belly sunset, leopard 66% pos het sunset, and a normal 66% pos het sunset females that are all going to go. We only have one sunset male, and we have other females that we want him to go to work Jane's in. So we're like, oh, what are we going to do? Like,
look, man, I'm rooting for you because if they all go, you're going to drive the price down to where the rest of us can buy some, man. I'm down with it. Like, Steven, get it. No, that's all jokes aside. That is killer. Ron, how's it going, man? It's nice to see you.
What's going on, Steve?
Put a face to the name, you know?
So, Ron, what do you got cooking over there at your facility, dude?
Nothing. I took my last clutch out last week, which was the Banana Lesser to Super Russo. Got 4 bells. What was it? 4 bells. A weird looking one that we can't figure out what it is, but I think I know what it is. And we got 3 Russos.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Earlier, Mark had asked how the show that we did yesterday was. So we vended a show. It's our first one for the 2022 season, and we weren't planning on doing it. It was like a single day Repticon, a Repti Day in North Augusta, and we had went to it before. Oh, it's freaking gorgeous.
That's nice.
Is there spider in that?
That's what I'm assuming it is, but
that's what it looks
it's not
like.
on my. It's not in anything from. It had to have been a hidden gene because both of the ones that was paired to, there was no spider in them.
Did you say one of the pairings was a bell, or that you got bells from the pairing?
We got 4 bells from a Super Russo to a Banana Lesser.
Wow.
So a Super Russo, that's a bell, right?
Yeah, it was a Super Russo Inchy, and this does not look like it looks spider.
Yeah, so maybe the spider was buried under the Super Russo?
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Man, it's cool looking.
It's beautiful looking.
There's no wobbles in none of them.
John says Woma or spider.
And Phil says Super Russo spider. Speaking of Woma, Phil, how's that snake doing?
Yeah, if Phil would actually like come on the live with us, he could show that snake off.
Not if the camera's involved with Phil.
One day we will get Phil on camera. One day.
I've seen still pictures of him. One.
That's still pictures the one of him here with all the outlets.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only still picture I've ever seen. I've seen him shredding, but not his face. Only like chest and guitar. That's it.
And he's shredding in the snake room too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well, let's face it. I mean, even with my man cave, like I love my man cave. I really don't spend a whole lot of time up there now. I mean, after the snakes came down here to the snake room, it's just oh man, that snake that died.
Oh no.
That sucks, Phil.
Sorry, man.
You tried.
I'm surprised it lived as long as it did. I mean, that was a feat all in itself.
Yeah, definitely. If you go back to my live with Jeremy from Brassman, he's like, you're counting your days.
Yeah,
really
I think he said it'd be like 2 months roughly if it would make 2 months.
Fill me in on the background. Not that I want to focus on a negative thing, but what's the history here? Is it a fatal combo or what happened?
Yeah, Super Henjin Woma is like she's supposed to be dead on sight basically.
I see.
And if it does make it out of the egg, it dies shortly after. I think Phil's went like a good grief. I think probably close to 2 months.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that thing lived a lot longer than anybody would have expected it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he did say it had a bad wobble. I know I think he had to help feed it as well. I mean, it was the fact that it was still alive and existed, even though it technically shouldn't.
Right.
And the thing was drop dead gorgeous too. I mean, it was 3 months. It was alive for 3 months, so it was. And I would have liked to have seen it in person.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. It still makes me want to do more research into spider complex, those that have the wobble. Like Jeremy, we talked about when I had you on about my spider video. Can we isolate that, and are the supers or the acts like supers causing that inner ear brain issue, and is that what's causing the instant death? Or I just want to see more science on it, because it looks like Spider has a malformation in the skull, right? Based on a not peer-reviewed article that I found. So if you have a super or actually super, it would make that be more pronounced, and that's why we don't see anything like that survive. And then there's plenty of genes within that complex that are fine or mask that wobble or mask that malformation. So I think I need to do more of the science on that before I post that video. Again, the second part.
Slightly more positive note, but we were talking to Bob Vu at the Reptilian Nation thing, and he told us about an allelic combo that I didn't know about. That I thought you guys might know about it, but so Wookiee, Chocolate, and Spot Nose are allelic. This was proven out by Justin. Bob Vu has a Cypress Spot Nose male like clown combo, and that he's had like 60 some different snakes like produced from that one male. Every single one of them has had either Cypress or Spot Nose, but never both. And he's got no norm like.
And no normals, yeah,
and no normals.
Sample size that I would.
Yeah, so he thinks that Cypress and Spot Nose are allelic, which means that Cypress and Wookiee and Cypress and Chocolate are also allelic.
So are we positing that those are no longer in the spider complex?
Yeah,
which would explain why there's no wobble. The supers are fine.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I thought that was just really interesting. On like he was talking to us while we were down there in Atlanta. So,
and was that you vended that Atlanta show, or was it a small local show?
Oh, we vended a small local show. That Reptilian Nation in Atlanta, there was like 20,000 people in that came there that weekend. It was wild. It was. Wow. I am so happy because that's like I think that has that Reptilian Nation Atlanta show has the potential to be another national level show if it keeps growing. That was their very first show there.
I mean, they bring 20,000 people, but they had great. I mean, if Bob was there, I know Steve Casino was there. Steve's Morphs went up. Like the names were going to it.
Yeah, it was a great show. So you also have to apply to vend for it. So like you have to apply. You have to have like people like vouch for you. You have to submit pictures of your setup to vend it, and then they put you on a wait list on like depending on how many who they want to have at the show.
Yeah. I got mixed feelings on that, but I get it from a promoter standpoint. Like if I was putting on a concert, I couldn't just be like, "Hey, just sign up and you can play." No, I got to sell tickets to the thing. I got to bring. So that's their way of making sure that the Bob Voos and the Steve Casinos get a spot there.
But yeah, it was really, really good show. And then not that show, but the Vegas show, Flawless. I'm gonna say their name wrong. Flawless Exotic Creations. I think they're in Spartanburg.
Oh,
You got it right.
The
Yeah.
100 grand on ball python people from
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah, so they at the Vegas show, the Super Show in Vegas a couple weeks ago, they did $400,000 in crested gecko sales.
That's insane.
That's how you could buy 100 grand in ball pythons to get started. Yeah, that's a lot of jack on crested geckos.
Like they crushed it. Like
That's insane, man.
They said but wait a minute. Because when they were on my show, they were heading out to Vegas. They said they weren't vending at that show. They said they were just going out to work with some other people. And
they vended with, I don't know who the other person was, but we were talking to them at Reptilian Nation and everything. Yeah. They had a table with somebody else, and they had like their
Altitude Exotics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I think they didn't bring any of their own animals. But they said there was I'm going to say Korean, but I could be wrong. Basically an Asian investor that was flying in to meet them specifically in Vegas. That investor might have just bought a whole, country's worth of crested geckos.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened.
Yeah, nice.
Made one big sale of a lot.
So, note to self: hit up Flawless Exotic for sponsorship opportunities. On there we go. No, hey, all joking aside, they are awesome. They've been very, very good to me. I'm totally intrigued by their story, and I'm kicking myself. I live 20 minutes from Spartanburg in North Carolina, across the border. I'm annoyed I didn't get to meet them when I was in the area.
Well, if you ever come up, we're in Aiken, so.
Hey, you know what? I'm only one good hurricane threat away from showing up at your door with about 90 snakes and me.
No. And that was something we touched on briefly when I had you on my show, a couple minutes ago. The hurricane threat.
Well, what's weird in Florida is you get kind of good at predicting things. So if it geographically, I'm on the East Coast. If the hurricane comes through the Gulf, it's basically impossible for Jacksonville to take a direct hit. So we're going to get land slowing it down. And we'll get rain primarily. We'll get some wind, but as far as it being category 3 or 4 when it gets here is nearly impossible. And in Florida, anything under a category 3, we just party, really. And so, anyhow, I say that famous last words. I'm standing here next week, like help. I have no, But so this one's coming through the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm okay on this one, but if one were to come from the Atlantic, a direct hit, there's no barrier. We're right on the ocean, so that would be a different story.
Gerard, just to answer your question, if you have an animal that has wobble, it does not mean that it will reproduce, that the babies will have wobble. It can go one way or the other. An animal that has wobble can produce animals that have no wobble, and vice versa. It's kind of luck of the draw. I do think, though, that, and this is just my thought and belief, just because out of all my animals here that are spider combos, none of them, I have not produced one that has a wobble yet. So I do think if you have good genes, that it is less likely to show its ugly face. But now whether or not there's any truth to that, I don't know. But I've got one.
For me,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I've produced 7, and not one of them shows any wobble yet.
Yeah. So for me, the sire of the clutch, the Champagne Pastel, has a wobble. It's like a 3 on that scale. And so far, none of the hatchlings have anything that's noticeable. Now, mind you, they're 10 days old, So we'll see. It can show up later. It can show up early.
It can show. It can pop up later, but then it can also disappear as they get older as well. I think it's a big thing is trying to limit the amount of stress that they go through.
I'm going to say stress and husbandry, right? I mean, I have no experience with spider, but what I've heard of is stress and husbandry. And temperature is part of husbandry, but temperatures as well.
Yeah, because like if you get a spider wound up, and if it has a slight wobble to begin with, it will exaggerate the symptom of it. But I try. That's like, don't hold the thing up by its tail basically and wait for it to cork through and all that crap.
Hold on, I had to show off that
the
example of
that. Well, no, I'm not.
Video.
Really, you don't want to try on a daily do that to them. Try to keep them supported and calm and happy. Yeah, you're right, Wayne. It's a deformed inner ear is what the issue is.
I mean, I would love to see another article be peer reviewed that confirms that. Unfortunately, all the research, there was an English lit major paper that, I saw about spider wobble. I mean, there's nothing on LexisNexis scientifically really about, what's going on there.
Yeah.
I got to flip the rats. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, you're good, dude. All right, well, since let's get into some really decent topics here. Since I thought I had some really good topics for Austin, so we're gonna go over them with you guys instead of Austin. Like, I kind of stinks that he didn't show up, but I get to spend with you guys, so I'm happy. All right, winter's approaching, hurricane season's approaching. What are some of the disasters that we as keepers can face, and how are you going to prepare to remedy those situations? Anyone can start.
I'll start. Ron, you want to go ahead?
I just bought my house. I've been here 3 years. I went and invested in the Genovac generator because I live out in the country of South Carolina. So when we get storms, we lose power, and sometimes we're without power for a week or so.
Real quick, Ron, where at in South Carolina, if you don't mind sharing, or you can if you want to.
I'm down in Charleston.
Okay, so you're a little bit away from us, but yeah, because we're just over in Aiken, so.
I always come up to the Columbia Repticons.
Okay.
That's where I met you at the first time.
Okay, were we? Because we haven't vended, so we were just probably there, just hanging out.
I met you over at it was either E-Town Exotics table or GTX's table.
Okay. But yeah, I apologize. I didn't realize that we had met. I'm sorry.
We fine.
Okay, I apologize, Kent. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. So for me, the biggest thing that you need to invest in to avoid any issues later is a thermostat. I did a video on it. Spend the money on that. I've heard of too many people, either have a bad thermostat, a cheap one, or, the probe comes loose. They go away for 2 days and their snakes are sued when they come back. It's Herpetsat 2 is what? $250. It gives you 2 probes, and it has alarms and yells at you when you fail and you come out of parameters. So that is like one thing. Spend your money on that. Forgo a Blue-Eyed Lucy or whatever. Just buy a freaking thermostat that's worth it.
Thermostats are mandatory. Man.
Hey, Kent, to add on what you were saying, I've already had that situation happen to me when I first bought my ARS rack. But for some reason, I went with something somebody told me to do. I have the sensor push sensor, and I have all of my racks on Amazon plugs. So I was at work when it happened, and I kept seeing the temperature. It sent me a notification that my temperature went above what I had it set at, and I was sitting there watching it. So I was able to turn the rack off from work so that I could come and deal with the situation when I got home. And I had it taped down like everybody else does. Hold on, where's it at? Right here.
Yeah, I mean, I saw somebody else last night post something about thermostat fail. What happened with Terrence? These constrictors, in March.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I can't reach it.
You
But
want to
I went
buy
on.
that?
I went on Freedom Breeder and ordered their the thermostat, the holder for the heat panels, and I've got those on all my racks.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So everything here is lighting. Everything's on a smart plug. That even so, all as long as the power is on and the Wi-Fi mesh network is there, I can tap a button and shut stuff off. I don't have the Herbostat, the one where it gives me the push notifications, but it does yell at me when I'm here, and I'm here most of the time. So I mean, I think go watch my video about it.
Adam,
It should
just
be
so you
more
know,
popular than it is.
we're on disasters that we as breeders can do.
I was able to
come
listen.
across
Yeah.
and how to remedy those.
Yep, I heard.
Okay.
We're in the same room as anyhow. Yeah, I was,
Oh, yeah, what am I? Yeah, I'm an
all
idiot.
right there. It's all a big facade. This little office professional looking thing, that's all nonsense. It's all
I mean, Jeremy's taking up 95% of that room. It's tiny.
Yeah.
It's all outlets.
Yeah. See, the only thing is though, is if the power goes out, those outlets are pointless. But you know how my setup is, Kent, for my backup, and that's the big thing. Like, if say for me in wintertime, power goes out, I have a wood. All I have to do is open up the door to my snake room, and I have a wood stove out along the exterior wall there that runs all winter long. So all I have to do is just open up the door, and there's my heat for all the snakes for here in the wintertime. So I don't really have to worry about things getting really bad cold down here for the snakes during the winter. So that's kind of my disaster proof thing there for wintertime.
Yeah. From a temperature standpoint, aside from a few weeks or maybe a month in the dead of winter here in Florida, which is a funny thing even to say out loud, the dead of winter here in Florida.
Yeah, 65 degrees.
I could pretty well get away with ambient. I just insulated the roof and the attic in the garage so that the summertime is more bearable. And I do use a mini split, but I more use the mini split for me because I work out here. This is where I work my day job as well. So I could pretty well get away with ambient temperatures most of the time, I think.
I know Antoine from High Desert does ambient.
Yeah. Tony says he prefers it from hardwired, although he said in his new facility he had to put in temperature strips. Heat strips, excuse me.
But I mean, it definitely changes up your timeline for everything.
Yeah, I prefer micromanaging it. Like, I prefer not to have the variation myself. If there's I use the analogy in the desert, they grow grass for golf courses. They do it because they can manage every speck of water to the milliliter because there's no other water. So, like, I would like to be able to manage everything with no variable. So, but the problem that you're up against is what you're talking about is if thermostats fail. And I hear that a lot. Even my cheap ones that I used to use, my Amazon ones that I still use for my heater, like not my
BN Link. I think that's it.
Yeah, the BN Link ones. When they fail off, and I use those for like my room heat, not my rack heat. Yeah, the racks I use Herbstats. I love Herbstats, but even those BN links fail off, and I've never had a Herbstat or a VE fail on me.
You just gotta make sure they fail off, and hopefully your power doesn't go out when they fail off in winter or when it's cold. Fail on is bad.
The cold is a whole different problem. Like I say, for me, the cold is really kind of a moot point. What I'm worried about with the power going off with this storm coming up is my incubator and my fridge. I don't want my frozen rats to spoil, and I want my incubator to stay at temperature.
You probably have a generator though for all that stuff, though. I imagine.
I do, yeah. I got a generator, and it actually was my Instagram post today. I fired up the generator, and I have my hurricane kit. So I've got extension cords, ratchet straps for the gas tanks out back and the patio furniture, and then batteries, flashlights, all that stuff.
Okay. Kenneth, with your comment about Texas not having to worry about the cold, what that was a couple years ago. Texas did get nailed with the cold snap, and there were breeders losing animals left and right.
It depends where you're at.
They got snow.
I was just there in February, and that February night in Austin, put it this way, I stopped hanging out in bars because I was so freaking cold. Like I didn't bring any cold weather gear, thinking it was Texas, man. It's cold. Man.
Yes, Texas does get. I mean, it all depends on how that jet stream. Yeah, I guess it'd be the jet stream. How that dips down there, but you can still get some cold weather because there's a lot of breeders that were in bad shape there for what was it, a week, 2 weeks, something like that. I just remember hearing people were losing a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, people were freaking out.
Yeah, because the power went out and it was cold, man. It was that ice storm or something. Yeah.
I remember that. They blamed the wind turbines that fueled 2% of the Texas power grid. Not to get into United States.
The ball pipe up project.
How that stuff works.
John, what's up?
I think that's Matt. And in Jacksonville, we'll get freezes in Jacksonville, like 1 or 2, and they're not hard freezes. We'll get into the upper 20s a few nights, and that's about it.
So,
but otherwise, 68 is a nice, comfy winter day here.
I go down there. It's 60, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because it's warm. Because we're from PA when the winters are cooler.
And we're strolling around in our hoodies and our ski gear, right? Yeah.
Everybody's looking at me like I got like 6 heads. It's like, dude, this is warm.
So if anybody was wondering how you get that awesome little logo there next to John's name that looks like one of the little mini Warfels Morse logos, hit that join button there right underneath the screen, and there's 3 different options there to just different ways to support the channel. It's like a member, kind of like a Patreon membership thing. Each section gets you different perks and certain privileges as well, so feel free to check that out as well. All the support's greatly appreciated. You know what? While we're slightly out of break, let's do picks of the week, everybody. Who wants to see some awesome stuff?
Do it.
All right. Pick number 1. I hope I can. There we go. All right. Pick number 1 is from Snake Station, UK. That's an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Dreamsicle. I just thought that thing was very, very vibrant. I love the head stamp on it. Thing's freaking awesome.
Pattern, though, or lack thereof. Holy crap!
Yeah, that thing really caught my eye the second it came across my feed. The next one, sadly, there's no carpet pythons this week. It was a busy week too, so I didn't get a whole lot of time to really check it.
Just didn't look hard enough. There you go.
I was really busting my butt this week. It really sucked.
I always enjoy being a part of these when I'm on your channel.
Next pick was from Angie and Jeff, my brother and sister at Celtic Balls. And this is, if I remember correctly, it's their Enchi Queen Bee that they produced, which that thing is just beautiful looking.
Yeah, sharp.
I just love the tones of it, the head. It's just an amazing looking snake.
Super clean.
Yeah, it really is. Thing is drop dead gorgeous.
It's got like 5 dots on its head. That's killer. The bottom 2 are connected into that pattern, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful snake. On that one. And my last one, this is how you know it was a bad week because I only had 3 picks. Normally I have like 4 or 5, something like that. But it's this stunner, and this is an ultraviolet from Palumbo's Pythons, Dave Palumbo there down in Florida. Which in ultraviolet is a super hurricane Enchi hypo rainbow. So
That's perfect.
that thing, I love the oranges on it. The oranges and the yellows just glow against that.
It don't even look real.
Yeah. Did he make? Is that his? Did he make that, or is that a repost?
No, that's his. Yeah, he's big.
That looks like one of those filters.
Yeah, it does look like. He's big into that rainbow project. I'm very, very big into the rainbow project, which rightfully so. Seeing that, it's like, okay, I get it. The rainbow that Jeremy and Holly from Snakes for the Memories got is really good looking too. I think that was one of last week's picks. I think. Pretty sure it was. Or maybe it was the week before. It made pick of the week, I'm pretty sure, one of these weeks in the not too distant past. But that's my picks of the week this week.
So before we jump on to the next question, Jeremy, so not so much, because I was going to talk about like weather things on like disasters that I feel like reptile breeders can have, is like having some kind of disease like run through a collection. And so I think that the way that you prepare for that is actually not testing. I think that testing animals doesn't actually prevent it. I think that you have to go through quarantine. You can't. Yes. You cannot just test an animal, because I think Justin Kabolka even talks about this, that the tests aren't reliable enough to actually like, oh, I test it and then that they don't have anything, so I can put them in there. Like you have to wait like a month, and because it could be like you ship them, you test it, they're good, but a month later, if you would test them again, it could be positive that second time.
Also, did you all see? I guess his doctor, Brittany Gobble's husband, the veterinarian.
Mm-hmm.
They did kind of a deep dive when everybody, there was like 3 weeks where everybody was
all on Nido and that.
Yeah, crazy afraid of Nido. But he said in his professional experience, the companies that are testing, if it's positive, you can rely on that, because they're not going to send out a positive test without retesting it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a negative or a false negative, that just goes. They don't re-verify that. And some of that comes down to money, liability, all of that sort of thing that goes with any business. I get it. But I think you're exactly right, Stephen, on the quarantine. The other thing I would say is have a vet and like I don't know to say interview a vet, but I live in a big enough metropolitan area where there's some very well recognized reptile and snake vets here that everybody I mean, to a person, there's 2 vets in town that everybody recommends. So those are the ones, but you can't have a sick animal and then hope to find a reliable reptile vet. That's
definitely.
You're just winging it on your own and then just hoping at that point, really.
Yeah, we just actually had so the state of Georgia and Illinois, actually, in order for you to bring animals into the state, you have to have a certificate of veterinary inspection for every single animal you bring into the state before you can vend a show. So for that, Courtney works in poultry. They had vets there, so she has a friend who's a vet. So they came over and filled out, because it doesn't matter. It's just the vet that fill out these animals are in good health. So that way will be good for shows later on. And they said that unless you specifically look in veterinary school, unless you're specifically going for exotics, it's about 30 minutes that they cover on exotics.
Yeah, I think it's the lifetime experience. The two, I met one of them in Jacksonville, and she, if I were to guess, she's probably in her late 50s, early 60s. And she's the one, if you got exotics, if you have birds, everybody, it's her. So yeah, I'm with, and my grandfather was a veterinarian. He absolutely had no idea on reptiles, and he was a lifelong, not just that, that was his recognized career. He was very good very good veterinarian.
So, Steven, when they do that vet check, is it just they're in good body condition and
So
all be all?
honestly, a lot of the stuff that he did, because he's like personal friends with Courtney, we like explained to it. Like he probably he did it because he's friends with us, kind of thing. But it was just like things that like we talked about, like mites, and he knew about mites as like external parasites and like looking for it, respiratory infection and stuff. But he is a livestock vet specifically for chicken. Like that is what his like focus is. That's what he does. It's just that there's not a distinction between, oh, you're a chicken vet versus an exotic reptile vet. To the like paperwork, it's the same.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a political law that somebody was able to run on the fear of invasive species, and now we got to go through
in Illinois,
because it's
tropical and high desert species can thrive in our Chicago winters.
Right. Well, and because it's I hate to say it, it's sort of the sham that you're talking about, Stephen, because I think at Daytona somewhere in the paperwork I saw there's a vet that they hire for the day if any vet paperwork, and it's put in like quotes, if any vet paperwork is needed, like if FWC needs to talk to something like that. I'm not sure, but I mean
somebody
so
volunteered to do the checks for Tinley.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know about people who live in Illinois if they need to do it, but I just had heard that that's like a new thing that.
No, if you're there, you're fine. It's bringing them in, but the vet check part is ambiguous at best.
So I think that the hard part on it is that if like let's say that you have a vet in Daytona or actually Tinley itself, but I'm in South Carolina. The second that I cross the state border without the certificate of veterinary inspection, I've already broken the law.
Right.
Like, so even if they would have a vet there to kind of like make it good afterwards. So the way that Georgia is, like their new rule, like we just got notified last week an email for it, is that your certificate has to be signed from a vet from your home state.
It's a hard road we've chosen, friends.
Yeah. It's and the sad thing is it's only going to get worse with having to meet certain criteria for this or that. And
have you seen on a related topic? And sorry, I'll bring this up and then I'll listen. I got to flip my rats one more time. I'm warming them up. But USARK's Florida's new strategy is citing examples of hobbies or collectors around the world that are now being relied upon to sustain populations versus poachers profiting. So the USARK Florida emails are focused on, I think it's called, and I'm not familiar with it, but I think it's called a Diamondback Terrapin.
Yeah. That was the one I saw in my blast.
Poachers are making a fortune on these things because the trade is so restricted, and USARK is saying, have people breed them in captivity, drive the price down, and then poachers can't make any money. But they cited poison dart frogs that poachers used to be able to get $150 a frog for, and now you can buy them in the trade for $35. And it doesn't make man, I'm flinging wine. I'm so fired up.
Yeah, Adam, they did that in Colombia to combat the poison dart frog, poaching. The state is, mind you, it is Colombia. The state is actually supporting captive breeding of certain dart frog species for export rather than having people poach.
You know what, though? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, Colombia is Colombia, and the fact is money talks. If people can't get the money for it, why are they going to go into the jungle and try and capture frogs? They'd go do something else. And, like, from my understanding, Colombia is kind of the Wild West, so you could choose all sorts of fun things to do instead of, hunt dart frogs if you ain't going to get your money.
Cocaine hippos.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to jump off here real quick because our latest clutch is pipping, so I'm going to go cut it with Courtney. So you guys have all right.
Congrats, man.
Take care, Steve. Thanks for hopping on with us for a little bit.
See you, brother.
Right. Sounds good. I'll catch you guys later.
All right,
Jeremy, I have to flip rats and clean up some red wine. So if you want to bump me, that's cool. Or leave the spot and I'll come back. Or if there's somebody else, take my spot. I'll be right back. I'll be around and listening though.
All right, sounds good, Adam. Now we'll let you on here. We're going to take a quick minute here to thank the sponsor, though, of this week's episode.
And this episode is sponsored by B&S Reptilia. B&S Reptilia, folks, let me tell you, is a one-stop shop for basically whatever you may need. If you're looking for ball pythons, Chris has it. He's working in so many different projects, and he's got amazing quality animals. He's also got blood pythons, gorgeous, gorgeous blood pythons. He's also working with different types of colubers, like Mexican black king snakes, bull snakes, pine snakes even. He's working a couple different boa projects, Australian species even, like Woma pythons and scrub pythons. He's got it all, folks. B&S Reptilia is one place you want to go to if you need a snake. And on top of it, he also supplies Eastern PA with different types of rodents like rats, ASFs. He's got it all. If you need cocoa, he is Pennsylvania's distributor of Cocoa to Go and the Chipper. So definitely do not miss out on what I consider by far the best cocoa substrate on the market. Chris sells it. Go to him. He is our distributor. And make sure you tell him Jeremy sent you from Warfels Morphs, because you might just get a little bit of a surprise if you tell him that. Thank you, Chris, for sponsoring this episode. I greatly appreciate it, brother.
Thank you,
Thanks, Chris,
for
for sponsoring this week's episode, brother. And Kent's wearing your shirt too, bro. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that, dude. I was actually really happy, like when I went back and redid this, as Chris and I we have like an ongoing sponsorship thing. It's really cool. So it was really neat to go back and redo it and kind of just make the original promo, because originally the original promo was just his logo and me giving a spiel. It was nice. He liked it, but I like this 100 times better.
Yeah,
it's nice to see that other people enjoy it as well.
Definitely an improvement. And as Danny would say, oh, was it 15 seconds I can't get back? Longest promo ever.
Yeah. Danny gives me all sorts of crap for the minute-long promos. We will be, however, this is something for everybody to look out for. Joe from Gettysburg Reptile Expo is partnering up with me. So soon you guys will be starting to see some Gettysburg Reptile. Let me try that again. You will be seeing some Gettysburg Reptile Expo ads showing up here as sponsorship ads in the near future. It's a true honor to be partnering up with Joe at Gettysburg Reptile Expo. When I got to talk to him, a few people had made mention to him about, hey, check Jeremy's channel out. You know, it might be an avenue to go with. And we started talking, and it's just a true honor to be partnering up with him.
That's sweet, man. And that's not to be confused with the old Battlefield one, right?
Correct. Yeah, well, I think they just changed their name. I think that's all it is. I think it was a name change.
Chris will be breaking news. Chris will be my guest this week on Tuesday night. I'm doing all my 2020, 2022, 2023 season pairings, and Chris will be the commentator, moderator, mentor for the pairings show that night. So that's this Tuesday night show. Yeah.
And I've got Kai on next week, so that should be
fun.
Cool. We might do a topic specific one. I don't know.
Kai's an awesome resource and been a very good dude to me for sure. Yeah, Tito, you saw man. There's red wine. Thank God, this is just like the only workspace that anybody sees is right here. Yeah, there's red wine all over. Tito, we'll have a drink at my place next time. What's really funny that I just experienced, all the red wine went into my 3-hole puncher, so all those little like circular cutouts are soaked with red wine and caked inside the 3. I just had to disassemble the 3-hole puncher in my.
You gotta stop smoking with your hands, Adam.
Yeah, I'm just like. All right, now I'm gonna flip rats. I'm still listening, guys. I'll be back.
What's up, Ray? Thanks for tuning in, brother. Chris, there you are. Your ears must have been like really burning or something, dude. I was wondering when you were gonna pop up into the chat. Thanks for tuning in tonight, brother. Greatly appreciate it. Ray, The glasses still aren't working for me, dude. I'm kind of sad. I'm so determined for these stinking things to work, and like they make green grass look like a bluish gray. I'm kind of like, what the hell? It's like, is my vision really that bad, or are these glasses really screwing with me that bad? So I do need to. I'm gonna meet up with my mom or my brother here and see if what they make up them too, because they have the same problems. So hopefully one of them, hopefully the glasses work for maybe one of them. We'll see. With who I have on next week, I have Sarah from DS Royals coming on next week.
Okay.
So that'll be an exciting show.
When you have John and Christina on from Triforce?
October 9th.
Okay.
So not next week, but the next.
Okay.
And then Gundy's the 16th.
That one's gonna be fun, man.
I'm looking forward to having Gundy. Sal from Gomez Pythons is October 22nd, which is a Saturday. So that's going to be a real big, change up. But Saturday worked best for him, and I've been trying to get Sal on like all year. So
that's cool. I can go longer on that Sunday then.
Yeah. And then Chris from Balls Deep is going to be on October 30th. I have Kat from Stellar Serpents, also Mutation Creation. She'll be on November 6th. I have Brian Cusco from Triple B on November 12th, which is going to be a very, very busy day because that's the same day as the Gettysburg Reptile Expo. So I've got a Vend. I'm setting up Friday. I'm going to do some interviews hopefully Friday after I'm done setting up. Vend Saturday, rush home and get ready for live with Cusco.
Well, I mean, Gettysburg ain't that far from where you're at, so I mean.
No, it's an hour drive. But I had originally planned on going out to eat with everybody after the show, but now I can't do that because of. I asked Brian to pick a date. He said that that day is sold. I'm not gonna nitpick on Saturday or Sunday. It's just gonna we're just gonna get it done. Yeah, Phil, it's gonna be. I'm next. I'm bending next to Danny. Danny's stuck with me all day.
At least he has snacks.
But I'm bringing a teenager with me. He might not have many snacks left over till Dom's done with them. And then November 20th, I have Ryan from Smitty Serpents coming on.
Nice.
That should be a fun show. Now, I'm not going to tell you who I'm working on trying to get yet, but I will tell this. I'm doing my best to get probably one of the most epic guests to come on for sometime in December as a Christmas. I'm going to say Christmas gift, but kind of as a Christmas thank you for all your love and support. If I can nail this one, I will be over the moon. That's all I can really say without telling you guys who it is, but it will be definitely a over the moon honor to have this person on. Like I will be speechless if I can make this happen, but I'm in talks with them already. So we'll see. It's looking 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, I'm trying to shoot my shot with certain people. It's like, maybe.
See, I've learned that, like when I ask Cusco or Gundy or Billy from Mutation, any of those people, you send them a message. What's the worst they're going to do? Either not respond or tell you no. Best thing is they say, hell yeah, I'll come on. And you're like, freaking awesome, and you do a happy dance.
Who's like the biggest, like, is there anybody outside of reptiles that you've gone after that, like, just like the craziest, like you say, what's the worst they could say to you, like, thing?
I've never gone after anybody outside of reptiles other than my buddy too. He's the only person not reptile related that's been on the show. So and that was solely because he was the person that got me into this mess.
I remember you had a show with him on though.
Yeah.
So I was on this kick. I had that guy Ryan from the Grow Tent, the plant guy that's gotten it. So Kevin Smith does his show intros, and I was like, well, man, I'm going to think of every celebrity that I know that has a reptile. And so
Driving out to Red Bank,
Oh,
asking
dude,
Kevin Smith himself.
I've sent requests like, "Hey, come on my show to Slash." Didn't hear from Slash. No, it didn't happen. Alice Cooper, I thought he'd be cool. Carrie from what's that band that the heavy metal from Slayer? He's got a. I was like, man, I'm gonna get one of these guys. Not a response from any one of them. Oh, Jake the Snake Roberts. I thought he'd be cool to get on.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
See what I'm saying? I'm like, why not, man? Got nothing from any of them.
Yeah, I've
cool.
done some of those. Like, yeah, you ain't never responded to me.
Right.
The
But
thing
then,
is, are they really the ones running their social media accounts though? Either they might have somebody doing it for them.
But my thought
Yeah,
would be like, if I was one of those people running those accounts, then I would be like, hey, Alice, this is something you've never done before, man. You should go on this dude's show. Like, this is gonna be cool.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Phil, get me Mike Portnoy over here. He's gonna hang out with my snakes, and we're gonna talk drums. Now, Mike Portnoy lives
Yeah,
that way.
King does have a huge, Jake hated snakes. He did not. I watched. I got sick for a couple weeks about a month ago, and I love old pro wrestling, man. So I started watching all the old WrestleManias in order. I'm up to I think I'm up to WrestleMania 18 right now. Anyway, I was watching how Jake the Snake used to handle his snake in the ring. I'm like, oh my, this is awful. This is horrible. Like, this is not good, man.
I think my brother got his autograph, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he has his autograph. I think he actually met him. Actually, the next Comic-Con I'm going to, The Undertaker's going to be there.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I'll be
old enough to
maybe
meet
my brother goes.
grandfather.
Normally I go up with him when he goes to meet some of these people. I really have no interest in getting their autograph, but I'll go up, wait with them in line, and at least get to shake the person's hand and say, hey, I at least met him.
Yeah, when you do
Maybe
the man,
like, hey, I have a podcast. You want to come on it?
Warfels Morph. This is what you want, dude. This is it, Mark. His real name is Mark. If you need to ask him, then he'll be like, "Oh, this is a real fan."
No, see, I didn't know that. All right.
There you go, Mark Calloway. Oh man, I'm laughing.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna have to cut out because something's going on with my internet.
All right,
Yeah,
Ron.
we
Take
get
care,
you.
dude. Thanks for
Yeah,
hopping
man.
on with us, dude.
Ron, nice
No
to meet
problem.
you, man.
Yes, sir. I need to get with you anyway because I'll be coming down to Jacksonville probably next weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Definitely get with me, man.
All right. I PM you.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Ron.
All righty. Night, fellas.
Night, Ron. Take it easy, bro.
Ron.
So I got a question for you guys, and I was kind of like, I don't want to say disappointed. I was kind of surprised or shocked. Last week when I had Pedro on, I really thought that having like a big, good sized carpet python breeder on would have attracted like a lot more attention than what it did. Is it just because carpets really aren't that well worked with that it didn't catch people's interest? Was it just a bad weekend, do you think? What's your guys' thoughts on that one?
I mean, are you looking at it from you wanted a bump from your normal?
I was looking at it as because even if you look at right now we're at 37, we've been up around normally we hover around close to 40 for a while. I think my high was 30-ish.
No, that night you did your big giveaway, dude. You were at like 100.
Yeah, that night, but everybody was only there just because they wanted to see what they
No
were.
matter why, man, you got it. Own that, man.
You say you're doing a giveaway, and then don't do one every 2-3 years.
Jeremy, I think when I first started, man, I studied. I go down these rabbit holes of studying crap, and I studied YouTube like crazy. And the YouTube algorithm is designed to attract people that like your content. So if your content is mostly ball pythons and you're attracting mostly ball python people, and then you do a carpet python episode, both the algorithm doesn't know what to do with it. And I wouldn't have known who Pedro was whatsoever. And it wasn't because of that I didn't watch. I happened to be out last Sunday night, but I wouldn't have known. So maybe that had something to do with it too. Yeah,
No,
Kingdom says, how many of you PP followers are in carpets? Yeah.
I guess that's something, but I guess I mean, we all love the hobby. We all love different types of snakes. I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of, because like one of my best videos is my carpet python videos, which is kind of what I was basing that off of, was like, that's like, I mean, it's always, and I'm going to say my top, well, I'll pull it up quick. Like, and I've had more people tell me, hey, we'd like to see more carpet content. So
I like seeing
I'm working on getting that. I just gotta get my content I have out in the folder out. But like, my carpet python care is like number 3 video, like nonstop. And then 5th video is normally my why you need a carpet python. Like those are normally like 3 and 5 every day all week. So I was kind of just caught off guard with it, that it didn't. Now, granted, Pedro's live's been, a steady view as well. It's kind of staying there, like right in the middle. But I was kind of I wasn't sure if maybe there wasn't as many people interested in that topic, maybe, or what everybody's thoughts was.
Well, the other thing too is that sometimes the algorithm, it's trying different things that you don't realize, and it hasn't hit yet. And then when it hits on the carpet python people, that video could really swoop up. It just didn't in the live moment,
That's true.
Because what's the line from The Big Lebowski? Just follow the money, man. Like YouTube,
man.
Yeah, YouTube's only in business by finding people to watch the crap that we put out so they can sell it to advertisers. So they'll find it. It'll take a while. You just got to, I don't know. Those are
just kind of let it sit there and do its thing. And I know I did hit up, what's his name? Like one of the he wrote the complete carpet python book. Drawing a blank. Pedro told me to hit him up. I'm drawing a big blank. And when I hit the guy up, and I got no response back from him. So that was kind of let down. But because everybody was saying how he's big into just talking snakes and stuff. But
yeah, I mean, people see the shows that we put on and the guests we get, but they don't see it's like this looming shadow over my shoulder. Like, okay, who am I going to book? Who do I got to go talk to? Who do I, it's like worse than the middle school. Well, no, it's not. The middle school dance was horrible, but it was like, it's like, okay, I'll ask this one. All right. It's okay if they say no, I'll just ask.
Honestly, like I had Jeremy on my show and I was like, oh crap. I had Gershon booked next week and I have nobody. And thank God Adam messaged me. Hey, when can we do this? And I'm like, oh, I got to schedule some more people out.
It's funny. And I actually don't schedule very far out because I like keeping like why I'm after that person fresh in my mind, like keep up the excitement and the energy and all that. But I need to get better at it. Like it's a constant like, oh crap, I got to stop what I'm doing and go do that. Like, I need to get ahead of it and get better at it.
Yeah, I try to get a month out or 2 months out. I think I'm booked through October now, which is nice. But now I have to start doing November or December.
Yeah.
Now we're into football season. My show's on Sunday. If the Eagles are playing, I'm not getting any Pennsylvania viewers.
How ready are you guys to play the Jags next week, huh?
I don't watch football.
Well, yeah, if you had.
And I'm a Cowboys fan, so yeah.
I wish Mark were still in the audience. Let's see if he could give me a go Jags. We beat the brakes off of the Chargers this week, man.
That's impressive.
We got a little something going here. Now, of course, we'll get our butts kicked by the Eagles next week because I said this. But
no, I'm rooting for Jacksonville that week, so it's fine.
I think the Eagles are 3-0, 2-0.
They are, and they bumped the Commandos today.
Yeah, they beat them today. So yeah, I think they're 3-0, man. I was watching that Jags game. My wife is a good Midwesterner that comes from harsh winters that, she doesn't stay hopeful very long. She's like, I don't know. I don't think I believe this. I'm like, let it go. Let the doubt go. You just embrace it,
It's my favorite time of year. It is almost ball python breeding season. It is college football, NFL football. Hockey started back up.
Oh yeah,
And baseball's still going on. So, and wrestling season is about to start for those that like collegiate and high school wrestling. So it's my awesome time of year where I'm busy as hell.
yeah. Well,
What do you mean it's almost breeding season, Kent? It's always breeding season. Dude, I had 2 girls locked up this week when that front went through today, or what day was that?
Now?
Tuesday? No. Early, like when the temps changed big time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was like Tuesday, Wednesday. I paired them up that day. They were locked up that night. And I can't get my pastel exantic girl to lock up with anybody now. But I palpated her. Dude, she's getting some nice sized follicles. So I don't know if the DG male is just not wanting to cooperate again with me or what his ordeal is. But he kind of goes to the back end, hot end of the tub, and she just is consistently bowl wrapping. So she's got some nice sized follicles. It's like
Nice.
I gotta get something to lock up to her to keep that thing going. But I gotta get that DG clutch. I gotta get that head. I gotta make those double heads.
Well, I'll be calling you when you make that clutch because, I got that mail coming. And, if you got a spare female.
Well, I mean, let's see. I know I only have 2 females that are het DG. No, I have 4 females that are het DG. So we could always do a partner thing or something.
It's a good problem for me to have.
that's true.
Yeah,
Guys,
Kent want a heck of a killer snake.
I gotta run. I gotta feed. My rats are hot. I gotta feed those snakes. I'll still be listening, and I'll be back in maybe 15 or so to hang out if you still need somebody. But I'll step out for the moment.
Yeah, Adam's got his 40 to 140 range of rats.
That's right. We're right there, and I'm I'm in the safety window is closing. I got to get these things fed. No, for all y'all that think frozen thaw take forever. See how long it takes me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go feed.
So for me, it doesn't take long at all to do frozen. My big thing is I thaw them out in the room, and then I'll put them because everything I have in Ziploc
Food
bags.
safety. That's what we were talking about, Jeremy. Food safety.
Oh, fine, yeah, but see, it doesn't take them that long to thaw out in here. I let them thaw out for a little bit, get that aroma flowing through the room. And everything's already in Ziploc bags. I just have the bags open so that way that aroma gets out. And then go up, throw them in a Rubbermaid tub, and basically vacuum seal it with the water and warm them up in hot water there from the bathtub. And once they get up to temp, just feed them off.
Yeah, I'm for me, I'm so sporadic in when I'm actually have to feed frozen thawed because I'm producing so many freaking rats that chances are I have one of size that I can just feed fresh killed, which is nice. And then if I don't, it's added to the freezer.
Anybody that wants to hop in here and party with us for a little bit, there is the link. Go ahead and hop on in with us and join the party.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Chris, if you're still in, you should definitely hit that because I got a question for you, dude. Like a big question. It's massively
Is that
important.
Adam laughing in the background?
Yeah, it's massively important, Chris. It's almost life or death. Almost. Aroma through the room, warm water, you make it sound romantic.
Ain't nothing romantic about rats.
Oh, Phil. Let's see here. What was I gonna say something. I completely drew a blank. Yep, completely drawn a blank. But yeah, I've got my breeding plans all laid out already for the 2023 season. Got most of everything's been thrown. The males have been thrown in at least. Well, they've been thrown in once so far.
Yeah, I haven't had any new pairings that have been hooked up. Probably should have done it today, but I just fed everybody.
Yeah.
And, we have a storm out here right now that's nice. But none of the females are, doing their thing. Everybody's in the shed too.
It's funny because I threw in, like, I have my SK, my big Exantic female that skipped on me from last season. I threw her son in with her this week for that pairing because that's going to be one of my keys to get a visual Exantic. Hopefully, well, one of the clutches I'm going for a visual Exantic. I didn't see any locks, but ever since he was in there with her, she's been bowl wrapping now. Like, she will not leave the bowl. So hopefully maybe he got it done and he's just real quick.
Silent.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm hoping. Let's see here. 1, 2.
Man, Ray, you're funny. I
Maybe
still got the
3
scar.
visual Exantic clutches this season. The one clutch could possibly be Exantic Clouds, if I'm lucky enough.
It's nice.
Dude, if I had hit an Exantic Clown on my 3rd year breeding, I would probably. During the egg cut, I'm sure if I would hit it, you guys would laugh because I will be like jumping through my freaking ceiling.
You have to do the voiceover of the egg cutting because beep 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 to beep. You'll be cursing and all excited and you have to do a new one like me. Oh, Tyler wants to hop on. Yeah, Tyler, the link's up there in the chat if you want to come on with.
Here, I'll repost it. But Chris, you still need to hop in here, dude. Remember, life or death, bro. Life or death.
Does it involve assist feeding? No,
it does not. I hope you hit. I want to see little girl Jeremy, dude. You will see like high pitched little girl Jeremy if I would hit an Exantic Clown, dude. There's no doubt about that.
What's up, Tyler?
Let's go, Cat. How's it going, guys?
Going good, dude. Going good. Matt, he's watching you, Doc. What are you doing to me, Chris?
I'm gonna be the same way when I hit a clown pied.
No, clown pies are nice too. After a while, see, the thing is, like, I'm Exantic everything. Like, I'm the big Exantic guy, and Adams hatched Exantic stuff. Mark's hatched Exantic stuff. I haven't hatched crap Exantic wise yet. I feel like I'm kind of false advertising here. I'm not like pulling my weight.
Yeah.
Hey, now I won't hatch an Ultramel for like 3 years, so you're fine,
dude. Oh, all right. Here we go. All right.
Hey, yo.
Are you still on vacation? No, you're back home.
No, I got home last night.
All right.
Back to work.
All right. The life or death situation that I needed to speak to you about is.
Oh, boy.
All right. What Star Wars figure did you get me at Star Wars Land?
I know it's going to be a bunch of that crap. I didn't even go in that store. I just admired from the outside.
What?
Yeah, nah. My kid's too young. He don't know any difference.
Wow. I was still jealous because you were down at Disney. What? It's Disneyland or World. Which one's at Florida?
Huh? Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah.
Because my brother was down there too. And he never sent me a picture of that thing that you sent me. So I actually got more pictures from you, Star Wars related, than I got from him.
Well, I figured you'd appreciate them.
Oh, dude, that was pretty cool. I like the little statue setup.
Yeah, they were all Lego.
That was made out of Legos.
Yep, that was all Lego stuff.
Oh, crap, dude. I didn't realize that.
Pretty
I thought that
crazy,
was like just like huge molded figures.
Nah. Well, I mean, it was like a piece of art out in front of the whole Lego thing. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yo, Kent, you've seen these couple ivories I just hatched out, right?
I got some wicked ivories.
Oh, let me put you up on the big screen, Tyler. Oh, let me get rid of that. Let me figure it. There we go. There we go.
Sweet.
Those are nice.
Some killer pattern on them.
Both leopard KRG ivories het pied.
Okay.
Both
KRG.
female too.
Interesting.
Keep it
A lot
there.
of
Oh wait,
patterns.
I think I did hit 3 of them. I hit this one too.
Nice.
Yeah. I got some wild patterns in them.
Oh yeah, they're awesome, dude. I love them. I think I'm keeping all 3 of them, but I don't know yet. Probably all 3.
Oh, Phil's going for the black pastel starburst grail.
What? I gotta set these guys up tomorrow.
Phil's got like the great, some of the best luck there is when it comes to hitting odds.
That's good. You got to roll the dice, man.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
hey, I got Tyler on my channel the 16th of October.
Yes.
So he's going to be showing off all that crazy.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's going to be the whole show. It's just going to be me, Tiny Cat on the side, and Tyler showing off all the things.
Oh yo, this boy got his first lock too.
Boy, Jeremy, you made me do a spit take when I let the dog out.
Yeah.
Asking Chris about your life or death question.
What
I had to clean the wall.
What more do you guys? What did you guys really expect out of me? I mean,
Not
come
a lot.
on now.
Hey, I still have that screenshot saved of when you showed up as Boba Fett.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Hey,
He locked up with her.
And it just wait till the next May the 4th rolls around too, because I'll do another special with Chad again.
Oh,
May
man.
I will be there looking more Wookiee-esque than ever.
Wilcox wants to know how the plywood holds up.
So it's a 3/4 inch subfloor, and on the top is sealed. So you can't see. So there's no humidity, going to cause mold or anything. They're heavy as hell, but it was free and it works. These racks are running 90.5 degrees on the thermostat. So yeah, I mean everything's healthy eating. Heavy as hell though. I wouldn't recommend. I need some casters on at least the bottom one to move. Yeah, free is free. And my damn hatchling rack still ain't here yet.
Where'd you gotta?
It's sea serpents. We're at like 8 weeks now.
Why don't you just go to the Gettysburg show and pick it up, dude?
I at this rate, I might as well just tell them to bring it there.
You probably just do it, and then you get to hang out with us and Danny.
Yeah. So,
Chris got a table.
Isn't Gettysburg always like scheduled right next to an NARBC?
we're on the Wilcox, so there is a finish up
It's
here.
November 12th is when Gettysburg is coming up.
Tinley's that same week, I think, or soon.
Yeah, Tinley's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's always, that's why I haven't vended it. Is it's always close to like a big show.
Interesting.
Where are you located, Tyler?
Rochester, New York.
Oh, okay. All right.
New York.
Yeah,
You missed him. If you would have showed up to Oaks, he was there. Chris.
I was just out at the Pittsburgh Mega Reptile Expo yesterday and today.
Jeez, man, you're everywhere.
Yeah, that was probably my best
going
show.
after that one.
Today and yesterday was a great show. Sold like 8 or 9 animals. And then a lot of people got to know the name and are going to hit me up soon. So that's fun.
So are you finding more you're selling at like that pet level or the breeder level right now?
I don't know. It's really weird. I sold like 6 animals to one guy who wanted to breed, all like het pied or pied stuff. And then the rest were kind of just, give me snakes, I guess.
Looking to beef up his pride project.
Gettysburg is going to be fun. I might have to go back to my alma mater, man. Take you to the Lambda Chi house. Nah, they don't know who the hell I am.
Is Chris frozen for everybody else, or is it just for me?
He's frozen for me, but he's
frozen,
got a funny face on.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that face is freaking hilarious too. For it to freeze on, looks like he's blowing a kiss to somebody. Danny, that's to you, brother. If you're watching it, that kiss is for you.
Don't say that, and then Chris from Balls Deep is gonna steal that.
Oh, there's the next meme. Chris, you're next on the meme is right.
Great, I can't
Well,
wait.
now you're not frozen. Now you're
He
moving.
just came unfrozen.
I was jumping around on my phone trying to look up shipping for somebody. So I guess my phone was working too hard.
I gotta figure out shipping for
November 12th is
boy.
the next Gettysburg show.
November 11th, right?
November 12th.
12th.
12th. 11
perfect.
is setup. If you can make
Yep.
it for setup. Which I'm going to set up, do interviews, maybe eat with everybody, come home. I get everything prepped for the live with Cusco, so that way I'm not as rushed.
I hope you sell something to pay for that gas.
Well, I look at it this way. I probably won't. Dude, like, here's what I think. All right, I'm kind of torn, all right? Because I've got that Mojave, I've got that GHI, I've got that lesser, all right? And I've got the GHI lesser that I'm selling, okay? And I've got two a pastel Het DG, and then the Bumblebee Het DG. My big thing I'm trying to figure out is, should I just wholesale the Mojave? Oh, and a normal female. Should I just wholesale the simple stuff like the Mojave, the lesser, and the normal? Wholesale them, hold on to them till the show. If they don't sell at the show, then wholesale them off. Or what's your thought on the best method on that one? I'm kind of torn.
Me personally,
I have no answer. I'm in the same boat.
yeah. Me personally, I would I'd take them so you have something on your table, and then wait till after wholesale because you'll be able to sell them for a little bit more on your table than you will if you wholesale a whole group to a bunch of people.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with them as before the show, that's for sure. If I can get a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, I'd at least, and that way you have something on your table at least, and then if we don't sell at the show, and then you come home, then you can wholesale them if you want.
You can maybe build a customer relationship that buys a cheap one now and buys a nice one later.
There you go.
So make a deal to somebody at the show that you're gonna get $40 wholesale anyway. Make $50 and give them a deal, and then they're yours.
Lead to a future sale.
I jumped out from feeding for that. I only finished it.
That was a good jump out though. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
Will says, why wholesale when you can sell to the pet lovers? Which is true, but at the same token, Will, you got to look at it. And like, this is where I've kind of learned from being on Billy's Patreon. All right, say what a Mojave male, what, maybe $50, $75, something like that.
Yeah, what do you think the prices on those single gene codoms is lower?
Single gene male?
Yeah, single gene Mojave male. Like $50, 75.
You want it to sell 40 to 50.
40, 50. All right. So just say, well, $40, $50 for that one male. If it doesn't sell at the first show and I hold on to it for a second show, the price of those rats to feed it start making that animal become in the negative. If I'm wording that correctly.
Yeah.
So at some
It's gonna
Billy's
take a lot of,
always preached that.
hoppers
You know,
to do that, to make it negative.
What's that?
It's going to take a lot of hoppers to make that hatchling negative.
Rat pups, dude. Rat pups. You go just say rat pups are basically $1 a shot. You're feeding them, once a week. I mean, it starts decreasing your amount of profit. At some point, it's easier just to cut your losses, dump it, and run with what you have. And that's just like something I've learned from Billy's Patreon.
Oh, definitely. Like if some of these that I have moved one, I have sold maybe a second one for this clutch, or maybe the sire. I don't know. We're still working that out. And maybe I'm holding back a champagne female to put the spider complex on the other side because I got that one from Chris. It's a visual spider.
Yeah. See, that I think is smart, is keeping like spider, champagnes,
whatever on one side.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Granted, I've got 1, 2, 3 4 spider combo males. But I kind of have to have them at the moment to be able to pair back to siblings and guess technically cousins, siblings, whatever, just to make the visual DGs and the visual exotic clowns and that stuff. But once I get the visuals, I'm going to eventually move to where all the spider stuff is only in the females, if I can help it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get rid of, that sire. Unfortunately for me, that cool champagne 100% had hide. It's a boy. I don't need boys, so that one is going to Ozak, and I'm eating that money.
That's a beautiful thing. You're right. Well, I guess I didn't word it properly. My bad. Again, dude, I suck with wording things. It's the way of me. To say the least, it's the way of me. If I worded things correctly, like half the time, I would be doing really good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, we got a bunch of killer people on here. Let me look through my list here and see.
This guy needs to start a channel.
Chris, I don't know if Chris has the time for a channel, dude. He's got a. Chris has got a lot of stuff on his plate. He's got a baby coming. He's got the rats and.
Yeah, it's
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. When's yours due, Chris?
What's that?
When's your baby due?
November 4th.
Okay, all right. Yours is coming before mine then.
Yeah.
I can never keep track. So she's due soon.
Yeah. About a month. A good little bit over a month. Yeah, time is of the essence.
That was your last gas here in Florida infants that's zombie land for like 2 years, man.
Shit, we're already talking about coming down to Daytona next year with them.
Nice, good for you.
Yeah, we're already looking at hotels and everything. She's like, "Oh, that's not that bad."
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, one thought on that, like just to make a mountain out of a molehill. One thought on that animal and return on your investment versus feeders. I think you're exactly right. Like I'm a nut about cost of goods. I'm a nut about expenses and return on investment. If I knew that, I would absolutely go for the connection with a customer because that part doesn't translate to a spreadsheet, to ROI, to cost of goods, and all of that. And if you weren't already vending, that'd be a different story. Then I don't know. Vending's a really expensive barrier to entry. But if you're already vending, I would get in front of every customer you can. I think you get it because I don't want to speak for you, but one of the reasons I started my show was to build trust with potential customers, right? So every opportunity that you have to do that, or instead of wholesaling it, do it as maybe not a giveaway, but do it as something on your show. Hey, if I'm going to give this thing away anyway, do it. Find a viewer that hasn't had an opportunity to have extra ball pythons or you cover shipping. I'll just get it to you so I don't have to pay for the rats anymore kind of deal. I think
That's
you can
true.
get a return that might not show up on your tax papers, but that will build your brand, which is really valuable right now, in my opinion. For what that's worth, there's 2 cents.
That's actually a really good thought, Adam. I didn't think of that either. That's a very good thought, though. I do like that. I do.
Well, we're all at, I say it all the time on my show, we're all at different points. I'm making some assumptions that $40 or $60 ain't going to make that much of a difference in your life. And it might not be a fair assumption, and it wouldn't apply to some people need that $20. But if you get a better return with a customer relationship, they'll probably pay more than $20 in the long run.
It's definitely worth it.
I mean, I like trying to sell locally to people because I do breed my own rats, and I often have more than I need for these 20 some odd snakes. So it would be nice to make that sale, even if it's cheaper than I want to sell it for. Right? Say one of these champagnes, I do $75 on. That's fine. But if I'm giving you rats and I'm overproducing for myself, now we have this existing relationship.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to get a little something out of them, but even if it's like you said, Kent, if it's less than what I technically would want, reason being, I got to pay for those display cases I'm getting off of Danny.
That's what I'm saying.
He
like,
probably overcharged you.
Bend, man.
No, Danny gave me a steal, dude. Like, the one is trade of goods, and then the other one I'm paying cash for. But it was, I mean, like, we worked it out to like $300 a display, and that's like, was it 2 5 sections and then a 3 section in the case? That's how the ARS. It's the ARS displays.
No, that's good. That's a good price.
Yeah, I mean, and he also, I don't know if he sold them yet, but he had those rat racks that he was like looking to move a couple months ago.
Is that DT? Man, I've been drinking red wine. I look like I've been eating a pen. Is that DTMG?
Yeah. Danny's a good dude. As much crap as we give Danny's got a big heart and is an awesome, awesome guy. We just give him a whole bunch of crap, but then he gives it right back to everybody else. He deserves every bit that he gets.
Triforce was saying in the chat that they were riding him hard at the show.
Balls deep. Or Danny.
Danny was riding balls deep. Nathan was on one side, Danny was on the other, and I think Triforce was close by.
Oh god, and the funny thing is, like at Gettysburg, Adam, everybody's kind of really close together.
Yeah,
like Nathan and Chris, I think are side by side at this coming show, which you guys are probably gonna be next to John and Christine from Triforce, and then diagonal, it should be Danny and me. So we have like a little S-bend there of all friends in a row, and I'm sure it's going to be a good time to say the least.
Rob was asking, Rob, that was my Sunday night feeding. I'm done. That was it.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many did you feed tonight, Adam? Was that everything?
No. It's about 30.
Okay.
But no wasted, nothing I had to just throw in and hope they eat. I had strikes all along. It's good. They all ate.
Are the gigantic babies eating good too, or are they?
One of them's killing it. One of them I gave one assist to, and then it took a second one right away. So I won't assist again on that. He's good.
Nice. John, good to see that you made it home, dude.
Oh, Chris is back. Keep freezing on my end with like great cases.
He's been freezing here off and on. It's kind of funny to see what face it freezes on.
I'm not gonna have my face freeze on these teeth.
It was funny. I sent a picture of my third clutch to everybody. I don't know. That picture's probably so far up in the chat because our chat goes like crazy. But Chris from Balls Deep went and photoshopped that my whole entire clutch. It wasn't just one baby; it was the whole clutch, and I was so happy about this clutch. And he photoshopped the whole clutch and Danny feeding it to a bunch of pigeons.
Oh no!
Because Danny's thing is everything bird food unless it's like some high-end visual recessing.
I got you. Yeah.
It was just funny. And I think, Chris, you were the one that said like, come on, man, that's his whole clutch.
I think Richie said that, or Chad, I think.
Oh, was it Chad?
Somebody did, yeah.
I created a monster in that chat.
That's funny.
Yeah.
By the Danny Ogre Nerds thing I did. And Chris ran with it.
Yeah. The family photo of you and Danny though, Kent, is priceless.
With the Frenchie? Oh, that.
Yeah, with the Frenchie. Rob, find that photo for me, Rob, because I know you're still watching, dude. I'll see if I can't find it here real quick. While I do that,
That's our Christmas photo. We have to make it happen.
dude, I think that it definitely needs an 8x10.
I mean,
while I look
do that, we'll bring Stella. We'll bring whatever his bulldog is, and we'll make that picture
Dude,
happen.
Danny's bulldog's big. Like that's a beefy dog.
Yeah, he can sit on his lap. He's a big dude.
While I look for this picture, because Adam, I think you really need to see this picture.
I do want to see it because I've been seeing this bird food thing and your whole clutch mentioned all night, actually.
While I look for this, let's go over some of your guys' tips for setting yourself up for success as a ball python breeder. And whoever wants to go for it, go.
We have to get serious right now? All right.
Yeah, we'll get serious. Oh, wait, hold on. We might not have to get serious. We might be like all but there. God, we talk too much in this chat, guys.
John or Christina says anything not Batman and bird food to Danny.
Even the beautiful snake I bought from him, he calls bird food.
He calls everything bird food. To get a compliment from Danny is
here.
Oh, there we go.
All right, I found the.
And I really want to know where the hell Chris got this picture from of me.
Who knows?
All right, here is Danny and Kent with their Frenchie.
Yeah. It's like the what was the name? Owen Mills. What was the name of the photograph? The family portrait studio.
Oh, I don't know. But that's that picture now. Let's see.
Come on, you're better than this. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your computer and share it on the screen. Just saying.
Dude, that takes too much work. You gotta remember, I'm like very.
Yeah.
I'm not very tech savvy. Here we go. Here's Danny feeding my whole clutch to the birds.
Oh my God.
So this is everybody. If you guys think we all talk like serious stuff in our chat, it is far from serious. 90% of it is those memes.
Yeah. Or my first clutch.
Yeah. Kent's first clutch. Yeah, Phil, you're right. If it's not Batman or female clown, it's bird food.
I created a monster in Chris.
That is pretty funny.
1 second here.
Hey, Chris from BNS was Rat King in some of these memes.
Yeah. Had rats all over me.
Jeremy, I got 15 minutes, and then I'm going to go watch the end of a football game and go to bed, man.
I'm right there with Adam.
Yes.
All right, so serious topic before Adam has to leave because Adam's got some like killer like insight and thoughts. How to set yourself up for success as a business as ball python breeder. Adam, go.
Pace yourself. Don't go into debt. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Go at your own pace. It's okay. Then I would say track all your expenses, track all your income, and don't be afraid to ask a tax professional what opportunities there might be for you that you're not taking. As far as the snakes go, take care of them, put them first, and good things will happen. There you go. That's a rapid fire. Like, that was the whole show right there. That's the whole show.
That was boom, boom, boom. That was good, though. See, I need to talk to my tax
You got
guy.
practice on mine.
That's right.
5 minutes, 5 questions.
Advanced earlier.
Wonder why my picture's all of a sudden fuzzy.
Your internet slowed down, huh?
I don't know. Shouldn't have slowed down. I don't know. I don't get it.
Maybe did you spill some wine in your computer? It got a little buzzy.
Dude, I actually haven't even had a beer in like weeks.
He's still mooshing off the Yinglings that people brought him for the barbecue.
I really am. Yes, there's still Yinglings from the barbecue here being babied.
That means me and Chris have had a beer more recently than you and Chris have had a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back in July.
It was last week.
After Chris's birthday.
No.
Oh, Jeremy's beer. It's like, come on, work with me here.
Which we got to work on how to get you up here, Adam. We got to come up with how we're going to accomplish this, but we need to have
More
you.
stock.
First thing I need is a date.
Yep.
Right.
All right, we'll come
What's
up.
up, Brad?
What's up, Brad? I did not even hear the blooper anything that you were backstage. So I'm glad you said that.
We were laughing.
I just got here, so no worries. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Congrats on that pickup, Ray. That's a sweet looking animal, dude.
Thanks, man. I just wanted to show Jeremy, actually. That's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
there you go. Make him dream a little bit.
All right.
I was like, yeah, if anybody's going to appreciate this thing, it's going to be Jeremy.
Jeremy, did you see it yet?
He's Xanthic.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, man, you're going to crap yourself.
I
Come on, stop making me laugh.
Ken just spit his water out.
Jeremy, do you not know what's coming right now?
I honestly, I mean, I can guess. I mean, with him saying that.
Wait, don't show it, Ray. Don't show it.
It's me, but I don't know
Yes,
exactly the gene.
All right, look, here's the deal, okay? I've come down with Jeremy syndrome, and now it's just Xanthic everything, okay? That's what
Xanthic everything.
That's what's going
Jeremy,
on right now.
your mind is going to be blown. This is awesome. I'm glad I'm here to be a part of this.
Hold on, let me get some better lighting over here. All right, hopefully it does good. Let's see. It's pretty cool, man.
Boom!
Whoa!
Yeah! You were just talking about that, Jeremy.
Crap.
That's why I thought you were talking about Xanthic clowns. I thought you knew he got one.
No, I didn't know he got an Xanthic clown.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is actually a blade Xanthic clown, VPI line. Look at his mustache.
Yeah,
Sick.
man.
Dude, that thing is clean, Ray. Congrats, bro.
Yes.
Good
Look.
God.
There's like no
That
alien
thing-
head. There's only like 2 drips too.
That thing is stunning, bro.
Yeah, he's stunning. And he has his high whites that come up about halfway. You can see it right there. I don't know if the camera's getting it.
Make sure
That's a
you
black
throw,
and
maybe
white
you
snake.
already did. Throw pictures of him up on IG, and I will
That's pick of the
promise
week.
you it is pick of the week for next week, bro.
Nice.
You're already up there, Jeremy. That's how we knew about it. I swear I thought you knew, man.
Honestly,
That's why
I don't even know if I put a picture up. I might have just did like a reel or a video.
Oh, did we see that
I
on the
don't
Here
think I
Down?
really don't think I saw it. I really
Air
don't.
show?
Oh, you know who posted it? T posted it from the live show. He took a screenshot from the live show when you were showing it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's where I saw it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, these blacks are super black.
Dude, that thing's stunning. Like, and
Yeah,
it's clean.
I'm excited, dude.
Congrats, dude. I am happy for you on that one, man. That
Thank
is
you.
a killer animal. Now, is it male or female?
This is a male.
Okay, even
Man,
better.
I'm-
Even better.
Yeah, I'm plugging him into freaking everything. Hypo, genetic
Yeah,
tribe.
the whole tribe, right?
Yeah, Pied, DG stuff. Like, he's gonna have his hands full. Good thing he has
And
two.
you
Good thing you
have
have
an
two of them.
ultrasound, right, Ray?
What's that?
You have an ultrasound, so you can,
Oh, yeah. I have
time your
ultrasound.
pairings correctly.
Yeah.
You don't, overexert him.
Listen, I have one male that I only paired like once to like two different females, and they both went because I was able to see like, okay, they're developing their follicles. Let me throw them in there real quick, and gave me good clutches, so that's cool. Ultrasound work.
That's awesome, man.
In the head, I love the head. Like,
Yeah, if you know Super Mario Bros., he has like a Goomba on top of his head right there.
it does look like a. Dude, that's a killer animal, man. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
and everybody in the chat's loving it too, dude.
You look like you're looking into the suitcase in Pulp Fiction right now, like the light of God is emanating out.
You know what? Just because he said that, I'm gonna make a reel with that.
There you go, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Wait, Adam, you made a Pulp Fiction reference right here, and you made a Lebowski reference on my line.
I've seen like 6 movies, but the ones I've seen, man, wait, hang on. Let's talk about a Shawshank Redemption reference. That'd be next. That's third in line. It goes Lebowski, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank.
Yeah, you want me to show you his So this is my plan, right? So this is a male, and I ended up buying a female first, and
which I remember you showing me the female. I remember you sending me pictures of her.
Chris, you make me yawn.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's like they're pretty expensive. So I wanted to be able to recoup my investment, as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So I got this girl.
Which she's gorgeous too.
Yeah, but the cool thing is that once she's ready, like everything will be double visual for sure,
Hello.
So we'll go for Blade, Pastel, VPI, Xanthic Clowns, and then obviously keep all the girls and sell the males and
keep the better males.
Man.
Yeah, unless I get it. Go ahead.
That's just stunning, dude. In all honesty, with what Straight Blast said here, that when I first saw the sides, I thought it was DG with how clean that is.
Yeah, nah. Listen, I can't wait to get DG into the project. I think that when Justin posted that video, I don't even know what he's calling it. What do you call it? The Oreo or something?
What?
That's the VPI Xanthic Clown DG.
I think it might have been the Oreo or something.
I think that was the Pied combo he made.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, when he posted that combo, I fell in love, and I was like, "That's just where I'm gonna go."
When I saw him post that snake, that gave me all of the proof that I needed that my route and my thought and plan was all worth the time I'm throwing into it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, look at his belly.
Dude, that's just nice. I'm ecstatic for you. I don't know how else to put it for it too.
Thank you, bro. So at the end of the day, just like my focus has to now turn towards like pattern mutations more than anything.
Yeah.
Instead of color combinations.
If you get a spot nose Xanthic and throw to spot nose and leopard, make my plan is Xanthic Batman. So I want to make Xanthic Batman.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I actually have a leopard spot nose female that I'll make some double hets with, and by the time, hopefully, I could hit the leopard spot nose double het male and then plug him into her second season.
That would be wicked.
Yeah.
So
hey, Chris, I still want that leopard spot nose.
Oh, okay. All right. She's still here eating good.
Like I said, before Gettysburg, I'll grab her. But
I think that's
Emilio. Is he in here?
Chris, you know what's funny? That girl that I got from you,
That's where I got him from. I got him from Villarino Reptiles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, down in Miami.
Nice.
Yeah, cool guy, man. And it's local to me, so I was able to just like go drive and pick it up.
That's the best.
Yeah.
I always like supporting.
Not about shipping, dude.
Hey Ray, what city are you in? I forget.
I'm in Palm Beach County. I'm in Boca Raton.
Okay, cool. So you're all set on the hurricane.
Yeah, I'm like 45 to an hour from Miami.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Okay.
The thing is insane, right?
Yeah.
That is
Well, thanks
nuts.
to Emilio, bro, because he didn't even have it posted. I posted basically like playing with the community, like find me a freaking VPI clown without pastel, right? And I got some people that suggested a couple of people, and I called them and talked to them, and they only have females, but I was really needing a male. So then Emilio messaged me and was like, "Hey man, I got this one snake if you want to take a look." And sure enough, here we are.
Yeah, man.
It's destiny. All the stars aligned for me.
Oh yeah.
That's why we all put our stuff out there and what we're looking for and do these shows and all that, man. This is the benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really about networking, you know?
Yep.
Your network is
It
your
is.
network.
It really
Oh, yeah.
is. But Chris, yeah, that girl, that bumblebee yellow belly I got from you, dude, she's eating like a beast, but you got to just lay the rats in there and shut the drawer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
She likes to eat.
I had fun with mine I got from Chris. Dangle.
And see, no, like she won't strike or anything. She looks at you like, really, you want me to work to get this? But if you just drop it and shut the drawer, give her like, I don't know,
You just
5,
let
10
it lay
minutes,
and she's
and
fine.
crack the drawer, she's already starting to eat it. It's like, what the heck? But dude, Dom, I had Dom down here. He's been helping me the past like 2 days. I don't know what changed, but I'm thankful for it. But he was down here helping me in the snake room. And I had him yesterday pulling out tubs, just looking to see if anybody went to the bathroom. And he pulled her drawer out, and because she did poop, and he sat it up on top of the rack. And I looked over, and she hissed at him as he moved her over to the water bowl side of the tub. And I was watching her, and I was watching him, and I was like, Dom, I was like, do not move your hand anywhere close to her right now. He goes,
She
why? I
gonna
was like,
get you.
because she's gonna light you up if you move any closer. Dude, she was ready to rock and roll, dude. I had never seen her like that. But she was amped up that day.
Put a little food in her.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, man. Listen, I don't mean to drop in and be quick about anything, but I gotta
You
finish
can drop
cleaning.
in and be quick about everything.
You're good, right, bro? I want to
Yeah.
have you. I'd like to have you come on, I'll get a hold of you like December, since like
Spew my-
November is basically booked.
Yeah, cool, man. Whatever you want to do, Jeremy. I'm all about it.
All right, I'll
That's
hit
how
you
you
up.
do it. 9 minutes of
Sorry,
power.
guys.
Boom. In, out. Done.
Better after.
Yeah, man, I'm out now.
1 minute,
Later, guys.
a couple minutes of blowing my mind. He's like, "Oh, Jeremy's got it. Jeremy's got the I want to see
Yeah,
it."
man, yeah, but honestly, I just know that, like, of all people, like, you would definitely appreciate that.
Dude,
And I just want to let you know firsthand that, hey, Ray has Jeremy syndrome. Like, Xanthic everything. Xanthic everything. That's it. When I look at
Yeah.
snakes, I don't even see yellow anymore. I'm like, that's going to be white. Okay, what is that?
Yes, you hear that, everybody? You see all these beautiful colors, and your mind's just got to strip it all away right off the start.
Yeah, I
No
strip it
more
all away
colors.
now.
Get rid of
Yeah.
it,
It's fun, man. I enjoy being here now.
dude.
All right, guys.
That is a killer animal, man. I am so happy for you that you got that thing.
Thanks, man. Well, if we get her up to size, I'm not sure like when it'll be. Obviously, it's up to her. But maybe like a year or something like that. We'll be getting some double visuals. So
Sweet, man.
Nice.
we'll see how it goes. All right,
I'm
guys.
so happy for you, Ray.
Have a
Congrats.
great night. Bless.
Take care, dude.
All right. Good night, Ray.
Later, Ray.
Well, it's 2 hours. Do we want to call it a night, everybody?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Adam and I
have
have
to.
been doing it for a while tonight.
As you guys have been at it. I'm kind of tired because I didn't get to bed last night till 1 o'clock, and then I was back up at 6. I actually had a Mother's Sunday with my mom and my brother. We all went out flea marketing, which we haven't done since I was a kid. It's actually kind of sad to see what the internet did to flea markets.
Oh, it's done,
Like,
right?
Dude, like they're like faking. Like there's like barely. Well, I mean, there was people there, but the quality of stuff was like, what the heck is this junk? Like,
There's always junk. There's
It
always
was
like
just
a big old
bad.
trout somewhere sitting over there. At least the one up by me.
yeah, I mean, like there was. I mean, some of these places when I was a kid were just thriving. Like they would be jam packed. Every table would be filled. And we went to these places today, and like 95% of them were empty at the one. And it's just like, whoa. And the only thing I can think of is the internet and eBay. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that
Definitely.
really, I think, did the flea market stuff in. But yeah, thanks, Phil. Appreciate it, dude. I try to have like it's I don't like not having my guests show up, but it's great to have great people that support me that when things like this do go south or just don't happen, I can put a link in and that you guys pick up the slack for me and bail my rear end out. I do greatly appreciate that because it definitely like this would have been a boring show just me talking because I wouldn't have had a remote plan at all as to where to take tonight's show in all honesty.
Well, thanks for having us, and
Absolutely.
I won't speak for everybody, but you've been good for me, and I'm sure you've been good to these other guys too, for sure. So I know we're all.
I appreciate Adam. I really do. Kent as well. Chris, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Wait. Gold member sponsor right here, guys. Wait.
Gold member.
And the guest on my show on Tuesday night. So we'll he's gonna guide me on the 2023 pairings, the commentator mentor slot.
Nice.
I'll even say, I don't care what you think. This is what I'm doing. We'll see.
Maybe not the right way, but I'll guide you one way.
I just like opinions. We all like opinions, right?
Absolutely.
I would say I'm probably gonna be sending you, Chris. I'm probably gonna show it to you and Danny and Nathan my breeding plan, just to see if I'm missing something you guys can see that might be a better move. I know I talked about the banana pairing already with you guys, on how I might change that one up.
Right. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys my Husbandry Pro list, which that's another nice thing, Adam. Husbandry Pro, the breeding plan list, dude, top notch, dude. Top notch.
But I got to make my own spreadsheet, man. I got it shaded. I got it, man. I'm good. No, I'm joking. I do need to do that. I swear I do. I just hold on to these archaic things, but yeah.
I swear Adam probably has a spreadsheet that's like that big.
It's beautiful.
Everything.
I got all the females on the left, all the males on the right, all their genes in separate columns, mirror image. Yeah, it's good.
It's like a football tournament chart.
Yeah,
well,
you got macros going.
Like his feeding spreadsheet, which is really nice. But thing was, by the time I had Adam send it to me, I dropped the hammer on getting Husbandry.
You're already on Husbandry Pro.
So it's like, shoot. But I look at it, I mean, it is a nice spreadsheet. It is a great way to keep track the way he has it set up.
It feels good. It's my old ways, but no, I need to upgrade though. But maybe we'll call it like the draft. Like maybe I got to figure out how I'm going to present this tomorrow, Chris. This is what I'm going to be working on. But like, I think I'm just going to have like a list of males, and then the females I'll verbally say, and like the females will get to choose which male they want, kind of thing. Like figuratively, not but the snakes aren't going to talk. That's not going to happen. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
So everybody, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go up, make myself a bowl of popcorn, and watch me some House of the Dragon because I'm totally addicted to that show. Next week's guest is Sarah from DS Royals. She's got a new a gene that they're working with that I've never heard of, so we're gonna touch base on that gene as well. I forget what it's called, but they had approached me about talking about it, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea. So she's going to be on the show on Sunday. This week's video will be part 2 of Nathan's facility tour there at Infinite Possible Pythons. You're gonna get to we're gonna wrap that up, and then I can get back to getting caught up on all the snake stuff because I've got there's just so many it's been hard to get everything out. I tried not to go and do too many like things where I was dropping a video on Friday and like technically doing 3 videos a week just because I didn't want to lose my buffer. But it put everything so far behind on how I was releasing stuff. Like the if I don't know if anybody watched it. Well, most of you probably watched it. The new pickup video that I got about the what I got from Nathan when I was doing the facility tours. If you guys noticed, I said check out the new shirts. Well, you guys have been seeing the new shirts for like half the year already.
I've done that too.
Just because of the lag time of me trying to get all these out. I couldn't release that video until, because I had worded things a certain way. I didn't want to release it before I got to that video, of me at Nathan's facility. So it was just, everything's gotten held up, but I appreciate everybody's patience with me on the facility tours. So thank you, everybody. But the last facility tour that I have filmed will be out this Wednesday. I'm probably going to be trying to hit Kai and maybe Charlie up to do a facility tour over there.
That would be awesome. I'd like to see them.
I know at some point over my layoff this winter, I'm going to go down to Nicole's. So you guys are going to get to see me deal with some retics, which that's going to kind of Nicole's going to laugh. That kind of like freaked me out slightly.
I'll handle the retakes. That's all. That's going to be awesome.
Dude, like I'm not going to lie. Like she says about the carpets being intimidating. Just the thought of holding this big, like I'm okay with I love to view them at the shows, but I just cannot. I don't know. It's very intimidating to think of holding like a big snake like that. So I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris, hold the bloods. You're fine.
You'll be fine.
Jimmy, I got to roll, man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. No problem, dude. Thanks for hopping on tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Chris, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Kent, thank you as well, brother.
Yeah, man. Great time tonight.
Talk to
you.
I'm heading there right behind him, man. I gotta get to bed.
Yeah. Jeremy, do your spiel.
What's that?
Do your spiel to sign off.
Oh, I think I just kind of did do my spiel, kind of. Make sure you guys watch this week's video. Make sure you're here for next week's live because I'm excited to talk with her about this new gene that she's got in her collection. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Kent, Chris, just stay on 1 second. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. Later.
Good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.